All right, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Crispy Chris. I caught another rant, kind of a funny rant today, and I just thought this happened last week, and so I was thinking about what I can make for a video this week. So I decided I'm gonna tell y'all how I locked myself out of my dorm room last week. And to be honest, I should have been smarter about this, but I'm gonna be totally honest with sports and having a lot of classes every day. Some days that you're mentally exhausted and you just go in airplane mode. So here's what happened. So I came back, and if you're an athlete and last year you had a 3.0 or lower, you're just a freshman, you got to do a mandatory study hall for at least 3 hours. So I don't know if I got my quota before that day or after or the day of, but I know I got my 3 hours in last week. So when in the dorm room that I'm living in one of the houses at my college, it's very quiet here, and at the time, me and my roommate didn't know how to unlock the door and keep it unlocked like we do now. So so I normally take my keys just in case I forget to put something in the door to stop the door from locking. Well, this particular day, I left my wallet, phone, my keys in my dorm room, and I thought I put something in the doorway to keep it from shutting. Well, I was on FaceTime with my girlfriend, and so I was like, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. So, luckily, I didn't mute my AirPods. And so, no, wait. I didn't have my AirPods in at the time, the door locked, so I left. And luckily, I didn't mute myself. So I left, and the door shut, and I'm like, man, the door shut. I should put a door stop. So I wiggle the door, and I'm like, and I realized I locked myself out. I'm like, shit. I don't have my phone. I don't have my wallet. I don't have my keys. I don't have anything. Well, so I'm sitting there yelling not yelling, but I'm using my I have a loud voice, so I'm trying to communicate with my girlfriend to see if she can call this number. So I gave her the phone number, and it was the wrong one. And I figured out it was the wrong one whenever I asked this P-Save officer later down in the story. And so I gave her the phone number. She called. Well, she had to hang up the call, so she hung up. And so she never called me back, so I had to figure out. So I had my watch on, so I've texted her, did you get an answer? She said no. I left a message, and she tried calling again, so I'm thankful she tried twice. But she still got a message, so she decided not to call me back. And she talked, I forgot who she called. Not gonna think about that, but she called someone else and told me, I'm gonna call someone else. I don't know, it could have been a friend asking her what to do. Could have been one of my family members to ask what to do. Because my brother went to the same college, so she probably called one of my family members to see if they could ask him. So I'm sitting there waiting for her to call me back. It was 20 minutes later. I'm texting her are you gonna call me back so we can try this alternate number? It's like, just wait, maybe they'll hear the message. So I wait 20 more minutes. I wait 10 more minutes, and then I call her back. I'm answer the phone now, because I guess this other phone number doesn't work, because I tried to call it, and I never got an answer. And so I'm call me back. I need you to talk to someone and try to talk it out, because when I think something through, and it comes up with bad ideas and all that. I'm more of a talk out something out kind of person, trying to figure out a solution to my problems. My problem solving solution is better being vocalized. So he called me back. I'm what if I walk across campus to the P-Safe building? She's what if nobody's there? And so I'm if no one's there, I guess I'll just ask my roommate to come back from UCA. The college down the road. And I didn't want him to waste gas, because P-Safe officers always supposed to be around campus. So there's one actually down by the entrance of the parking lot I use. And I was maybe he's there. So I told her I'll call her back. And so I hung up, went outside. He wasn't there. There's normally one on the parking lot near the dorms I used to live in. So there wasn't one there. So I looked around, maybe there could be a peace safe officer nearby. Checked a couple more parking lots, there wasn't. So I was already near the building, so I walked by where I go to classes, and I went and I caught a peace safe officer, or a car with a peace safe officer coming my way. I didn't know it was a peace safe officer, though. I'm like, hey, I need help with something. I got locked out of my room. Can you help me? And he's like, yeah, I'm a part-time peace safe officer. I'm like, sweet. He's like, do you have your ID on you? I'm like, I don't have my wallet, phone, keys, or anything on me. He's like, okay, I'm gonna need to see your ID when we get back. I don't know why they do that. I guess to report that they helped me unlock it. I know there's no fee because we do this a lot here at this college, according to him. So we get back, and he's like, before we open your door, can I see your ID? I'm like I told you, sir, I locked it in my room. He's like, well, I'm going to need to see it when we get in. I'm like, of course. I'm just appreciative of your help. And then I let him know about the phone numbers on the way to the building. And so he unlocks it. I show him my ID. And so my roommate comes back, shows me how to keep the door unlocked, and we just keep it unlocked. Because this place is trustworthy. But now we lock it every once in a while when we leave for classes. So thankful for my roommate showing me how. Thankful for the peace safe officer to tell me that I called the wrong number. My girlfriend called the wrong number. And yeah. Called her back. Was like, hey, got back at my door. And she's like, about time. How did you get back in? So I told her about the part-time officer. How he helped me. And then I hung up the phone with her. Grabbed my stuff. Did my original plan of taking a nice hot shower. And so you think the story ends here? No, it's long from over. Well, it's almost over. But there's some other that happened that night. So I was gonna take a shower, but like my stomach started hurting. So do whatever. Well, shirt off, socks off, grabbed my shower stuff. I printed one of my. I was in the process of printing out my paper because if I don't do it after I shower, because I go straight to bed after showering because I'm tired. So printed out one of my papers. I hear the fire alarm going off. And I'm like, okay, system's faulty. Whatever. I am one of the house RAs. Or coordinators banging on my doors like, fire drill. This is a timed fire drill. Let's go, people. I'm like, okay. Shower when I get back. Go outside, shirtless, no shoes. She even asked me on the way, I'm like, are you gonna wear shoes? I'm like, I don't care right now. I've had a long night. And she's like, okay. So I go outside, I'm like, bro, what the hell? It was like a long night. It was like, why now? Why this? We took 2 minutes. It didn't feel like 2 minutes. We were outside for like 10. See, they're talking, I'm like, and then she's like, hey, this guy came out with no shirt, no shoes on. Y'all should be like him. It's like, no. Nobody be like me. Don't lock yourself out of your dorm room, So, yeah. And it actually happened last Tuesday. So I was going to tell the story, but due to sports and just classes and me traveling for football and homework, got to play catch up. Just decided since I haven't uploaded in a hot minute, I'll just tell you all this now. So, yeah. Don't be like me. Don't lock yourself out of your dorm room. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all subscribe, like the video, do all that. All right.